I'm not trying to be very hard on you. But regarding that question that you had asked me, what I just have to tell you is this. Your husband is not perfect. You are not perfect, right? Yeah. And before both of you got together to decide that you were going to get married, you already knew each other to an extent. It is true that not everything comes to light. It is only when you start living together that you get to see the little details, the flaws. But you see, all of those flaws and all of those little details make up who you are and make up who your husband is. Do you get? So everybody has theirs. It's not just you or your husband that have. When you start having children, your children are going to have theirs as well. So everybody has their flaws. Big, small, everybody has theirs. That is why while we are getting married, our parents advise us, be patient, wear a cloak of patience, and be patient, be tolerant, be patient, patience. This is where patience comes in, right? In your marriage. So you just have to cohabit. You have to learn to live with your husband with all of those flaws. Likewise, your husband has to learn to live with you with all of those flaws. Do you understand? Yeah. So even as you start living together, those little things will start coming out. When you were dating, when he's visiting you, you will try and be your perfect self. Oh, take care of your house, clean up, have a bath, dress up, make up. Sometimes even if you don't make up, but he has seen you without makeup, right? And you make up and you dress up yourself. You try to be your best when you were dating. Likewise, your husband, when you were dating, he tried to be his best. He would barb his hair, he would have a bath, he would dress well, he would use perfs and all of those things. And when you are visiting him, he would try tidy up his place, make it look, clean and make it look nice because you are visiting. And when his friends are visiting, the same thing goes, right? So you cannot expect him to be that way continuously, just like you cannot be that way continuously for him as well. There are sometimes you let down your guard in the house. It's the same way sometimes your husband has to let down his guard because both of you are married now, and you cannot continue to hide behind trying to make everything look nice, make everything look good, because now you are married. But do not lose what you wear, that those qualities that he saw in you before he got married to you, right? Do not lose those qualities. This is what I have to tell you. Do not lose those qualities. Rather, polish those qualities. Before you start giving birth to children, keep on polishing those qualities. Keep on improving yourself. And when the children come, yes, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy in any way when the children start coming, because there's a difference between being married and being married without kids and being married with kids. There's a huge difference. There's a video I made where Michelle Obama was interviewed. Check it. It's in my in my channel. Check the description below, you'll find it there. Watch that video and also learn from that video, okay? So likewise, your husband, there are some things he likes to enjoy when he was still single before he got married to you, but now that he's married, he has to, you have to blend together. Whatever he's planning, he puts you in the plan, and whatever he's doing, he remembers that he is now married. There are some things he would like to do that he won't do anymore. That is where sacrifice comes in. So patience, sacrifice. That is where sacrifice comes in. He has to sacrifice a lot of things that he was doing before he got married to you. Likewise, you have to sacrifice a lot of things that you were doing, and both of you will reach a compromise. And this is where compromise comes in. That is a third thing you get. So compromise comes in. So you have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to sacrifice. You have to compromise. You have to learn to do all of these things, and you have to tolerate. You have to learn to tolerate what he does, the little things that he does that you don't like. Oh, he's opening the drawers and he does not close the drawers, and you have to close it all the time. He goes to the bathroom, he leaves the toilet door open. Sometimes he doesn't flush the toilet. The worst is that sometimes he wee-wees on the toilet seats, which is very unhygienic. But you keep on talking to him about it, and there are ways you have to be intentional about these things. You have to strategize on how to talk to him about these things so that he can learn. These things. Some of these things actually started when when he was young, right? Perhaps his mom tried as much as possible to teach him, or his dad did teach him, but he did not. The thing did not sink. So this is why some of those, some men grow up, still wee-weeing on the toilet seat, and they don't remember that they have to take up the toilet seat before they wee-wee. Sometimes they wee-wee and leave the toilet without flushing it. Yes, I've been to, a public place where it was a conference, and the last person that got out of that place was a man, and he did not flush that toilet. It was a unisex toilet, right? And I was just like, oh my goodness, so he's one of those people who forget to flush the toilet. So it happens. You're going to tell me next that, oh, that you're not his mother and that you cannot teach him those things. But right now, the two of you have become each other's keeper. You have become each other's mother and each other's father, and you have become each other's teacher and each other's mentor and each other's whatever, everything, all in all, because you are man and wife. You have become one flesh. You have come together to be one flesh, because 1 + 1 is now 1 and not 2 anymore. So he is your head and you are the body, and whatever affects the head affects the body, and whatever affects the body affects the head. So you have to learn to support him. You have to learn to support him, to lend a helping hand. Where he is lacking, you will support him, and where you are lacking, he has to also learn to support you. And where he has some gifts, there are some gifts that he has that you don't have. So you have to learn to harness those gifts. And there are some gifts that you have as a woman that he does not have. And your husband has to learn to harness those gifts that you have as a woman, so that both of you can learn to work together with all of the gifts that both of you have. So it's like you have a huge basket and you are bringing in your gifts. This one brings his, and your husband brings his, and you bring yours, and you put it together, and both of you work together. So you have to help him. And as a woman, you could be more detailed. You could be more detailed. So, and you are multitasking. So you have to help him with these things. You get, so that both of you can work together and reach your goal and still be together. Those things that you think are lacking, bring it to his notice. There are some things that he does not even notice that you have to bring to his notice. You understand? So I think, I don't want this video to get too long, but for those things that you talked to me about, I decided to put it on video, because you had told me to put it on video, because there are some other people who might also want to hear what I have to tell you concerning those things that you asked me about, how you are going to be able to endure the things that you can't stand as a single, but now you're married and you are seeing those things in your husband. All right? If you like this video, please give it a thumb up. And if you like what we do in this channel and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Join my channel membership to support this channel with a monthly token, and I will see you in the next video that appears on the screen. See you in that video.